Oh boy.
Thank you. No way.
Here we go again. This is going to be interesting. We couldn't get enough last time. So, we're going to come do it again. Beat this thing down. So, how's everyone? It's good to see everyone. Whoop. Gotta keep my footing on this thing. What's up, Mid-Missouri? How's everyone doing? Good evening. I'm Black Dragon, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Black Dragon Biker TV. And as usual, we thank you all for tuning in. And oh boy, how can I already be winded? Huh? How come you're never winded?
I'm never winded.
Why?
I'm Wonder Woman.
I think so. Anyway, so I guess you guys saw the Mayans Adventure Biker television series, I'm sure. And, you know, it delivered. I'm sure no one was disappointed. Now, how many people did they kill? You know, I thought maybe they would have waited for an episode, but they got to killing real quick. So they're in the drug trade. They're running in and out of Tijuana. I love Tijuana, man. It's one of my favorite places on earth. I spent many years when I was in the Navy running back and forth in and out of Tijuana. I saw some streets that I even recognized. So I suppose we're gonna have 8 more years of this, and I guess we should be ready. And we'll see what happens. But I did see one thing of evidentiary value. I saw one scene in that movie, in that television series, that I really could identify with. Old school motorcycling 101. Old school motorcycling 101. Somebody says they already have people wearing Mayan patches. Is that possible? I'm in the wrong business. I need to go into the Mayan patch making business. But anyway, somebody said I missed the episode. Forget it. But they did. If you missed the episode, it was really cool. You know, if you like that sort of thing. And I can't lie, I like adventure. I love action adventure. My cup of tea. I like to see people die and things get blown up. You know, I'm a sucker for Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. But you know, it was really cool to see the Sons of Anarchy there. I thought they'd be through with them, but it's kind of funny to see them play a back role like the Mayans played. And they even showed Gemma. That was really cool. But in any event, at one point in the video, a prospect spoke out of turn. And he was just trying to be helpful. Little did he know that trying to be helpful, he was going to really kind of get the club into some trouble. So he spoke up about what he had seen during a killing, during a shootout. Spoke up to the wrong side, which then encumbered the club. So now they have to go and find these guys that went from we don't know who they are to this guy recognized who they were. So now they're told either you go find these guys and bring them to us, or we're going to kill a Mayan. So the prospect, trying to be helpful, put the club into a bad situation. So the boss turns around and smacks the living SH, out of the prospect, knocks him flat on his rear end, and said something to the effect of, prospects don't talk. They keep their effing mouths shut. And then looks at the sponsor and says, you better train your prospect. And I remember those days. I think that for me, that was the most salient moment of the entire show. I could identify with that. I remember those days. Prospecting today is not what prospecting was yesterday. Prospecting today has lost the discipline of what prospecting used to be. Prospecting today is different. One reason it's different is there are so many motorcycle clubs you can join. If you don't like this one, you can take your butt on over to that one. If you don't like that one, these folks will have you. And so forth and so on. I've seen people never get out of the prospect ship of 4 or 5 or 6 different clubs. It's absolutely crazy. Anyone also knows that Alvarez President patch changed on his way to the meeting? It said, Presidente, when he got to the meeting, it said El President. I didn't notice that. Take care, Little Rock the Drifter. We'll talk to you later. So, in my day, there were so few motorcycle clubs. In San Diego, there was only probably about, maybe 8 or 10. And everybody knew everybody. And if you screwed up in one motorcycle club, the other clubs would say, hey man, you better go back home and get it right. We didn't take each other's members and swag jack and member steal. And we didn't go to people and say, hey man, I see a full patch on your back. I know you belong to a motorcycle club, but we could use some good people over here. We didn't do that. So it was a lot harder on prospects then.
Which country?
Prospects had to maintain a certain amount of decorum and discipline, and you could get knocked right on your ass in the old days. Now, we were younger then. We have much older prospects. I wouldn't expect to see a 55-year-old man get knocked on his ass without getting up and killing somebody. But
what kind of dog is that?
it's a Jack Russell Terrier. His name is Braveheart.
Oh, Braveheart. Hey, Braveheart.
He makes friends wherever he goes.
I know.
So, it's important as a prospect, I think, to stay as close to the good old days as you possibly can. To stay as close to the discipline as humanly possible. It's important for you to understand that, as in that movie, that show, you might not always know what's going on. You might not always be aware of the situation. Sometimes you're talking and trying to be helpful, and you're anti-helpful. As a matter of fact, you're hurtful. Prospects should listen more than they should ever speak. They should be seen and not heard. Their dedication is to engage the two ears and learn. It's the duty of the prospect to be quiet and serve. If you have an opinion, you give that opinion to your sponsor. If that prospect had tapped his sponsor on the shoulder or had asked the sponsor after the meeting, hey man, this is what I saw, or even told the sponsor before the meeting, the sponsor's the full patch member. He knows what should be said and what shouldn't, or he should know. As a prospect, you just don't know nothing yet. As much as you may think you do. The biggest thing you don't know is you don't know the backstory. Things are not always as they seem, prospect. Things are not always these are not always black and white. They're not as readily apparent as they may seem. There's a backstory, a political story, some sort of something that is happening that's more than you know about. So you keep your mouth shut and you listen and you learn. You don't speak in meetings. You don't speak on the set. You don't have a name. And some people think this is for ridicule. Some people think, oh, I don't want to be a prospect and be treated like that. Some people think it's to put you down. And it's not that. It's not that at all. The purpose of it is so that you can learn and be relevant and speak from a relevant and educated position. No one's trying to hold you back. This is grown man stuff. And sometimes grown men have to be quiet to learn before they speak. That's what that's all about.
Yes.
Hello.
You took a picture of me once.
I took a picture. Oh, yes, you had a bottle on top of your head. Hi.
How are you?
How are you? I was a photographer then.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm like, I recognize you.
I recognize you. You took a. I still have that picture. I put that in my magazine. Remember? Did you see it in the magazine?
Yeah.
Well, it's a pleasure to see you again. It must have been 12 years ago.
Yes.
It's good to see you. That was 10 or 12 years ago.
Huh?
That was 10 or 12 years ago. That was a long time ago, babe. I don't need no stuff. I can't help it if women just be seeing me out of the open and be wanting JB.
I think you worried about it more than I am.
Oh, okay. Because people be wanting you too.
Should I be worried?
Don't be worried. Don't start nothing. I don't say nothing when people be whistling at you. They don't even have no dignity about it. They just whistle. Who is that beautiful woman right there? Huh? She's with me. But anyway, I digress. Black Dragon gets the wind in his back when the women show up.
That was somebody said.
So anyway, this is my second time coming up Stone Mountain. I feel like I should do this 2 or 3 times a week, personally. I feel like I'm doing better than I did yesterday, but of course, it's not 100 degrees out here. You can do better. Anyway, prospecting is an art if you do it right, and you should leverage prospecting into becoming one of the greatest servants the MC has ever known, even past your prospecting period. And the biggest thing to know, you saw it in the movie. That's one thing about the movie you can believe. Prospects are frowned upon heavily when they open their mouth out of turn and speak. So what should you be doing as a prospect? Working for the betterment of the club. Watching and looking and learning, getting to know members, raising your hand for volunteer duty of tasks of every kind. That's what you should be doing.
You don't get time, but.
And if you get knocked on your butt for talking out of turn, don't take it poorly. Just get on up and acknowledge. My bad. My bad. Because if you ever make it to full-blown membership, one day you'll be the disciplinarian. If you ever make it to that full patch. And when you're the disciplinarian, you want people to follow what you're doing. Someone said only if you want to be entertained, because Mayan has nothing to do with the real world. I found one instance, and that's when the prospect was told to shut his mouth. Oh, the other instance was when the prez meets the prospect and throws him his keys and says, "I want to shine, not a speck of dust on it." And I'm going to do a video about what the prospect should do when he's asked to shine a member's motorcycle. There's a process to that, my friends, a process that's very important to know and will advance you through your motorcycle career. What's up, Albuquerque? This is cardio all the way up, baby. Except for Tia, never sweats. I don't get it. Greetings from Ireland. Greetings. Greetings to Ireland. Thanks for tuning in. We definitely appreciate you. Macon, Georgia in the house. What's up, Macon? Hello from Hickory, North Carolina. Hello to Hickory, North Carolina. Albuquerque. Next time, take the bikes up the mountain. Dude, hell no. I don't be broken in a million pieces. I am 55, you know. This is truly An amazingly beautiful place. Okay, so that's what I have to say about prospecting. Prospects are to be seen, not heard. That's one thing on that movie that you saw that was true, as true can be. Any questions? Fort Gibson, Oklahoma. Florida Panhandle. What's up, guys? Represent y'all sets. Damn, Dragon, I'm 36. And I look older than you do. Well, you better you better get busy. I'm doing much better than the first day. The first time I tried this, you guys got to go look at my video, the summit and Hell Hill. Actually, it's called Kill Hill, but it was Hell Hill that day. Hot as hell. What? I was checking the trail behind me. Why are you watching me?
I wasn't watching. I was just trying to make sure you was okay. But you okay? I won't.
No, I want you to make sure I'm okay.
No, you're all right. You are just. Fine.
I'm not just fine. Oh, baby, I can bear. Help me. Hey, you think we should make one of these? Oh, that was 1979. They don't let you do that now. Wow. I wonder if they're still together. What does this mean, the thing on the right here?
Infinity.
Oh, infinity?
Yeah.
Well, they should have just drawn a circle. And look at this. This is something 14. Holy moly. 2714? 1914, you think? Wow. Jesus saves. I didn't see this the first time up. The sign down there says no painting and no carving. So I guess they don't let you do that now. Where's that American flag? I didn't see the American flag today.
Thank God.
Smiling and climbing. Watch out. Getting better. Happy day and grab. Happy day for you. Grab, lady. And take it with you. Oh my goodness. This is you know, we're getting up here. Okay, folks. Hey, what's up, Merlin? Howdy, folks. Konnichiwa. Got people from all different kinds of countries. It's just really cool. Do you think dramas on MCs should have ever been made, aside from the money the network makes? No, I think that they never should have been made all the way back into the 1950s and 60s, when the bad boy image of the biker was made popular, not only has it brought negative public scrutiny, but it's also brought negative bikers who want to come and be what they think bikers are from watching TV. So I think it's not a good thing, but it is what it is. So as long as we have YouTube channels and our own media, we have to reach out in every way that we can to dispel notions and rumors that negatively depict our lifestyle. And we have to make real movies like Biker Boys, like the one I made, that depict us the way that we are. We don't have to depend on other people to make movies that adequately reflect who we are. African Americans, we found that out a while ago. Used to be when Clint Eastwood was making cowboy movies, you never saw not one black cowboy. There was Rawhide and Matt Dillon and the Rifleman and all these shows. And the way it looks on television, if you were in outer space, black people existed long enough for slavery days, then we disappeared through cowboy days, and we came back for Jim Crow. But black folks started making their own movies. We stopped waiting around for others to tell our story in a positive way. And bikers are going to have to do the same thing. For me, I was lucky enough to be able to hit 2 targets with 1 stone. And we made a primarily black biker movie that told the story of blacks and bikers. And that was important for me. So I think bikers should hold their own and make their own stories. Get together, sue Hollywood for, I don't mean as in lawsuit, but pursue Hollywood to get our movies made like we've done in the past. Somebody said Chosen Few is a black club, ain't they? Every club that's on the black set is considered a black club, but clubs like Chosen Few and Black Sabbath have always been interracial. Well, I'm just about at the halfway point. First time I climbed this mountain, I stopped 10 times before I got here. My phone keeps disconnecting, so I figured I'd unplug it and plug this one in. How far to the halfway point? How far to the halfway point?
Right now.
Huh?
I don't want to tell you.
Oh, I'm not where I thought we were.
No.
Oh, hell. Well, we're going to keep on walking. And you guys enjoy your evening. I'm Black Dragon. Listen, if you haven't, go ahead and like the video if you like it. and share it. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And hit the notification bell. My books, Prospects Bible for Women's Motorcycle Clubs, the Sergeant at Arms Bible, and the Public Relations Officer's Bible are all available on Amazon and Kindle Direct. And that's my 2 cents. Have a great evening and get skinny.